29 minutes on to 7 o'clock. Good morning to you, Grenada, Carrier, Coopidi, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. It is Wednesday, the 15th day of July, 2026. Yeah. Listen.
So he will promise you the world in return for your soul. Hypnotize you with his lies. But never let him hold you. Never let him fool you. Run him with him dirty tricks. Don't ever lose your focus. Plead the blood of Jesus. Holy Ghost powers in him.
Sing it out. It's Wednesday. Heavenly Father, we come before you on this Wednesday morning with humble hearts, just grateful for the breath in our lungs. Lord, we are halfway through the week and many of us are feeling the weight of our responsibilities. We ask that you would be our strength today. For those who are feeling weary and overwhelmed, please pour out your peace and remind them that they are never walking alone. Lord, we ask for your guidance in every decision we make today. Soften the hearts of those we encounter and let your light shine through us. We don't ask for a path without challenges, but we ask for your hand to hold us as we walk through them. Thank you for your faithfulness that never fails. We place this day in our families into your loving care. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. And amen.
Yes, I wanna know now. How can you lose? How can you lose? Tell me now.
Now, what is the difference between happiness and joy? Happiness is based on circumstances. It comes and goes. It depends on what is happening around us. Now, joy is anchored in faith, steady even in hardship. It comes from the Holy Spirit. The joy of the Lord is your strength. And that's from Nehemiah 8 and verse 10. Thank you again, Evangelist. Yeah, you always, make my day with this. And I'm certain that, it's the same with quite a number of people. It's a good day to have a good day in a good way. Good morning. How are you doing this morning? It's Wednesday already, eh? The 15th of July. Now, folks, can you look at it this way? This time next month, all the chaos will be gone. Carnival will be gone. Yeah. The year is coming to an end.
Welcome to GBN's Good Morning Grenada. The best way to start your day with your host, Gordon Innocent Joseph.
Of course. Eulyn Alexander, good morning. Althea Edwards, Sylvina Charles, Monica Meros Williams, Eulyn Alexander again, Sylvina Charles, who else? Michelle Bernard, Joseph Ross is with us. Also, Hilarion Dudu Gunpot. Good morning, Grand Rising King. Hope you're doing fine. We had to touch base. All right, let's link up a little later this morning. Monica Meros Williams, good morning to you and Daddy Godwin, Miss Joan, and the entire home circle. So while I'm in Florida, I'm going to say good morning to Kenneth, Kathy and Solange and Zuri. Love from the Spice Isle as always. Sherry and Nichols, good morning. How are you doing? Petlin, good morning. Good morning, Vicklin Moraine out there. Also, Vicklin inside of Simone, good morning. Good morning. Yolan Swan, good morning. Lucille Pascal. Mildred Smith, where have you been, girl? Veronica Sandy, good morning. Early out there in the U.S., good morning. Yeah. Nice. Zamora and Judy Plenty. Barbara Hitler, how you doing, Babs? What's up? Hope you're doing well. The word of the day. That's up next. Definite. Definite. That's the word of the day. Definite. D-E-F-I-N-I-T-E. Definite. It means clear and certain. Clear and certain. Definite. Now there is a definite improvement. Yeah, in our interactions. Definite. Clear and certain. That's the word of the day. Debbie, good morning to you and the family out there. In Croatia, good morning to the Sandersons as well. Hope you all are doing well. Holmesy and all the wonderful folks inside of Cafe, Louis and the guys. Hey, someone is celebrating, someone special, not any ordinary person that is celebrating today. Today is the birthday of a former colleague. He's always my friend. He has always been a supporter, someone who motivates me. Today is Ashley Hines' birthday. Ashley Hines, happy birthday to you, bro. And I don't know when and where, but we have to link up so that we can have a chat. You know, he always puts me on point and say, oh, this is how you should do this, and this is how you should say that. And he's this technical guy. Ashley, we love you. And you know, he's a long-standing member, foundation member of the GBN. All right, so happy birthday, Ashley. And if I'm not mistaken, I think today is also the birth date of Pastor Stanford Simon. If I'm correct, happy birthday, bro. Alban Hippolyte, how you do, papi? You alright? I hope you're good, eh? What time you coming? Don't wait till late, all right? Don't wait too late, please. Yeah, come early. Yeah. The motivational tip of the day is up next.
Bring your opinion too. Civil and respectful. That's how we roll.
Tivoli, good morning. Zubi. Zubaida Zubi Duncan. Good morning. Good morning, the folks inside of Dukin.
Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Grenada.
The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Yes, that is so correct. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Now, even if I'm sick, I come into work. Yeah, even if I'm sick. Morning, Jan. I love what I do, trust me. I really do love what I do. I'm a work in progress, you know, so I'm gonna get better at this, you know, I will get better at this. Mr. Sylvan McIntyre, good morning to you. Mr. Richard McPhail, how are you doing? They didn't move them vehicles yet, eh? So you need to press and push a little more. The only way to do great work is to enjoy what you do. Always remember that. Joseph Ross, how are you doing? The folks inside of Beaton in St. David, good morning. Esther, you good? Erlen, you good? Esther and your dear son. June Regis, good morning. Folks, if Grenada is up next, stay with us. Don't you go anywhere. We got to keep you informed, prepared. That program is done collaboratively with the GBN and the RGPF. Nice. Lovey, good morning to you. How you do? You all right? Nice.
Good morning. I'm Woman Detective Corporal 292 Francis, attached to the Special Victims Unit of the Criminal Investigations Department, St. George's. Today, I will be speaking about who can apply for a protection order and also the terms and conditions of a protection order. Do you know who could apply for a protection order? Anyone can apply for a protection order. A spouse of the victim or respondent, any person, any member of the shared household, a child, dependent, a parent or sibling by blood or marriage, or either the spouse or the accused by being a member of the shared household. A person who has a child in common with the respondent or the accused. A person who might have engaged, dated, or have been in a visiting relationship with a person of the opposite sex, which is not limited to an actual or perceived romantic, intimate, or sexual relationship of any duration. There are also other persons that could apply for a protection order on behalf of an applicant. A police officer, a probation officer, and an approved social worker can apply for a protection order where the applicant is a child, a dependent, physically or mentally challenged. The person might be unconscious, physically or mentally under the influence of intoxicated liquor, or be misusing drugs. Any person that the court seems unfit. We now move on to the terms of a protection order. A protection order issued by the court may prohibit the respondent, meaning the accused, from committing any act of domestic violence, enlisting the help of any person to commit any act of domestic violence, entering the shared household, entering a specific part of the shared household, entering the residence of the applicant, entering the place of employment or education of the applicant, also preventing the applicant or any child or dependent who originally resides or in the shared household from entering the shared household or a specific part of the shared household. It may also indicate the specific distance the respondent should stay away from the applicant and any other act which may be specified in the said order. A protection order may be for a period which the court considers necessary, but it shall not exceed 3 years. I now take this opportunity to implore on persons to make application for a protection order if they are a victim of domestic violence or know someone who is a victim of domestic violence. It might just save a life.
Safe Grenada, a program from the RGPF collaboration with the GBN. It is 16 minutes on to 7. Superintendent Hall and your entire team, good morning. Deputy Commissioner Vanny Cohen, good morning, bro. How are you doing? Sergeant Abraham, good morning to you, sir. How are you doing, papi? Nice. Well, the Antoine family inside of Telescope, good morning. How are you doing? Are they good? Nice. I just want to remind you that no matter what you do today, no matter what you're going through today, right? Hold on. Hold on. Do not give up. Today could just be the last day you spend in that state and that condition. All right? Whatever is overwhelming you, it has an expiration date. It must end. All right? Must end. So just hold on. Hold on just a little longer. Just a little longer. Don't give up today, all right? Let today not be the day that you give up. Hold on, please. I know it can be tough. You're singing to the choir when you say that, all right? Life is tough. But guess what? I grew up knowing, you know, my grandmother always saying, the Lord never give you more than you can bear, son. She also said the longest prayer has an amen. The longest rope has an end. And there's this favorite one of mine. If you have patience, and I'm going to say it colloquially as she said it. If you have patience, Gordon, you go see Ant's belly. I say this to say just hold on, all right? Hold on. Something just tell me to say that this morning. Hold on, whatever you're going through, all right? Suicide is not an option. Failure is not an option. Stick to it more. Pastor Benedict Newton, good morning to you, bro. You and the family, hope you're doing fine. Pato Charles, good morning. Dennis John, good morning. Miss Miriam and Mr. Joe out there in Pearls, good morning, good morning, good morning. Folks, the AM edition of News, Sports and the Weather comes up right after these messages. It's 14 minutes on to 7.
Good morning, Grenada. Start your day right. Start your
This Emancipation Weekend, Freedom Takes the Sea. The Media Workers Association of Grenada invites you aboard Unscripted, the Freedom Edition, Friday, July 31st. Step into an unforgettable night of music, vibes, culture, and connection aboard the ultimate summer cruise experience. Meet your favorite media personalities, party under the stars, and celebrate freedom the unscripted way aboard the Ecstasy. Boarding is at 7 p.m., sailing at 8 p.m. Dress code Freedom Chic, bold, stylish, unapologetically you. Tickets are limited and going fast. Get your tickets online at GoToFet and at recognized ticket outlets. Unscripted, the Freedom Edition, because the best stories are the ones you never planned.
Life doesn't stand still. It moves. It grows. It asks you to believe in what's next. Your first car. Owning your home. The business you build. The future you choose to invest in. Life moves in steps. When you're ready to take the next one, we're here to help you move forward with banking solutions designed for life. From vehicle financing and mortgages to education savings, credit solutions, and support for your growing business. Republic Bank, ready for life, every step.
30 artists, one stage, one champion. GBN Spice Up the Carnage 3.0 is here. After crowning Warner in 2024 and Dreadline in 2025, the search is on for Grenada's next breakout star. The competition kicks off Thursday, July the 23rd with the quarterfinals. All 30 artists battling for glory. That is the semifinals on July the 30th before the grand finals August 6th. Come to the Carnage, cheer on your favorite artists, enjoy unforgettable entertainment, win tickets for major Spice Mass events, and so much more. GBN's Spice Up the Carnage 3.0, powered by Flow, Huggins, Answer Coatings, Glenelg, Springwater, Grenada Distillers Limited, Tropical Catering, Sandals Grenada, the Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, and the National Lotteries Authority, with support from the Grenada Film Company, the Spice Mass Corporation, and Jambalassi Grenada. Spice Up the Carnage 3.0. Be there.
This is the morning edition of news for today, Wednesday, the 15th day of July, 2026. In the headlines, Grenadian students graduate from Guyana School of Agriculture, and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs hosts a diplomatic retreat. In the region, the U.S. blockade on Cuba makes Cubans turn to firewood and charcoal to cook. Internationally, Bangladesh floods have more than 1 million people stranded, with 54 deaths. And in sports, Mbappe reflects on France's World Cup exit. The details to this and more right after these messages.
Grenada, are you ready for the most epic cool down after Spice Mass? Because on Wednesday, August 12th, the Grenada National Cricket Stadium becomes the home of one massive soca experience. Carnival Encore, Sunset over White.
Are you ready?
Featuring featuring not one, but two international soca giants, Marshall Montano and the Monk Band. Yes, the band.
She tell me rum and Coca-Cola. Miss so she
And they'll be joined by some of Grenada's biggest soca superstars for one unforgettable night of music, vibes, and pure island energy. This is the event that keeps the carnival spirit alive. The final celebration. The encore. You don't want to miss. General admission and VIP early bird tickets are sold out online. General admission $150. VIP $550. Get your tickets now at godafed.com and the official Sunshine Promotions outlets. Carnival Encore 2026. Sunset over white. Wednesday, August 12th at the National Cricket Stadium. When the road ends, this is the Encore.
Introducing Tropical Catering Services.
The flavor of Grenada for all of life's moments.
From intimate gatherings to grand celebrations, we craft experiences you'll remember. Farm-to-table freshness, bold island flavors,
Flawless presentation.
full-service catering for every event.
Weddings, parties, corporate functions, and more.
Based in Grand Mall, St. George's, Grenada,
We bring island vibes to your venue.
relish the moment. We handle the rest.
Tropical Catering Services.
Catering for all of life's events.
Good morning, everyone. With the details, I am Gordon Joseph, welcoming graphics and the team from Hot 98 FM. In the local news, 12 Grenadian students have successfully completed agricultural training at the Guyana School of Agriculture under a government-supported scholarship program. The first cohort of Grenadian nationals to complete the initiative earned certificate and diploma qualifications in agro-processing, agricultural science, and veterinary public health. During a meeting with three of the graduates, Guyana's Minister of Agriculture, Zulfikar Mustafa, congratulated the students and encouraged them to use their skills to help strengthen Grenada's agricultural sector. Grenada's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Trade and Export Development recently held a strategic retreat for heads of mission and capital-based staff. The event aimed to strengthen coordination between staff at home and abroad and align the country's diplomatic efforts with the government's national priorities and Vision 75. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell, Foreign Affairs Minister Joseph Andel, and Permanent Secretary Roxy Hutchinson attended the meeting, with the Prime Minister highlighting the important role of diplomacy in supporting national development through stronger international partnerships. And finally, on the local scene, the fire department of the Royal Grenada Police Force is encouraging the public to practice fire safety as the summer and carnival season gets underway. Parents are being reminded to keep matches, lighters, and fireworks out of the reach of children and to ensure youngsters stay away from fires used for burning rubbish or cooking unless supervised by a responsible adult. The department also advises residents to learn at least 2 safe exits from their homes in case of a fire and to remember the safety rule: stop, drop, and roll if clothing catches a fire. Anyone who discovers a fire should leave the area immediately, alert others, and call the emergency services by dialing 911. That's the local news. Stay with us. The regional and international developments, they are straight ahead. In the region, a very touching story there. Cubans are now cooking with charcoal and firewood. It's the latest result of the Trump administration's crippling oil blockade. Only one Russian tanker has docked in Cuba in the last 6 months. We have more in this Al Jazeera report.
It's been a long time since Daimi Garcia cooked with gas. Instead, she and her husband gather wood so she can cook.
With firewood, there's all the smoke. The people next door cook like this too. Their children have asthma. I hear them coughing at night.
Ever since the Trump administration imposed an oil blockade on Cuba in January, most Cubans have had to make do without cooking gas. Until this year, most Cuban households received gas canisters like this from the state every few months. Now, they don't receive any. The US has prevented shipments of cooking gas from reaching the island. More importantly, it's stopping deliveries of crude oil. In the last 6 months, just one Russian oil tanker has docked at a Cuban port. Cuba refines around 40,000 barrels of its own crude oil every day, enough to keep the lights on for a few hours at least, and to provide piped gas to some 200,000 households in Havana, the only city in the country that receives gas directly. Business owner Ale Lugones is one of the lucky few.
The power's just gone out again. This light has 6 bulbs, and now only 2 are still on.
To refrigerate food in his store, he recently bought an electricity generator that runs on gas. But he says it's a short-term fix. In any case, he plans to leave the country.
I don't think the gas supply can last more than another year if things carry on like this. Everyone is installing gas now, and sooner or later, the pressure is going to drop.
Daimi has fewer options. She endures long days without electricity, and today is the first time in a week she has running water. But she takes it in her stride.
Of course I'm smiling. What else am I supposed to do? Break down and cry? Give up? No, you have to keep going. As long as you're alive, you have to keep living.
But with the Trump administration succeeding in degrading the infrastructure people's lives depend on, smiles are becoming strained. Ed Augustin, Havana, Al Jazeera.
Like I said, just hold on just a little longer. In international news, Bangladesh is battling one of its worst monsoon disasters in years, with floods and landslides stranding more than 1 million people and at least 54 deaths. Days of heavy rain have submerged homes, destroyed crops and fish farms, and cut off communities, forcing thousands into schools and shelters. We have more in this Al Jazeera report.
Homes lie partially submerged beneath muddy floodwaters. Crops have been destroyed, fish farms washed away, and entire communities cut off. Thousands of families are now sheltering in schools and cyclone centers, while others have sought refuge with relatives. 70-year-old Laila Begum is among them, forced to leave her flooded home and stay with family members.
The flooding has destroyed everything. Our fisheries, our crops, and our home. We can't even live in our house anymore because of the flood water. This is one of the worst floods I've ever seen in my life.
Schoolgirl Tosfia Sultana shows us what remains of her flooded, damaged home.
When the floodwater came, we had to leave our home because it was completely inundated. Somehow, we managed to save our cattle.
As the rain eases in Chattogram, the scale of the destruction is emerging, with families returning to damaged homes, submerged fields, and battered businesses. But meteorological forecasters warn that more heavy rain could trigger further localized flooding before conditions gradually improve. For people living here, this isn't just another flood. It's a loss of home, crops, and income, all in a matter of days. And the hardest part is the recovery process, which is only just beginning. Thousands remain stranded as the rescue team reached affected communities by boat. The Bangladesh Agriculture Department says more than 500,000 farmers have lost their crops. Meanwhile, volunteers, government agencies, and the armed forces are delivering food, clean water, and medical aid.
What we have seen is devastating, especially for women and children. One more issue is about the mobility. People are not really moving to the shelter houses, so we have to really provide the aid from door to door.
The floodwaters are beginning to recede in most part of the country. But for families who have lost everything, the task of rebuilding their lives has only just begun. Sanvi Chaudhary, Al Jazeera, Bashkali, Chattogram.
And that's the regional and international segment of news. It's 1 minute after 7 o'clock. The sports is up next. Good morning, sporting fans. Well, France captain Kylian Mbappe has admitted his side fell short after Tuesday's 2-0 World Cup semi-final defeat to Spain. Mbappe, who finished the tournament with 8 goals, said France failed both tactically and technically and never executed their game plan of pressing Spain high up in the pitch. He also pointed to Spain's dominance in midfield, saying France repeatedly found themselves outnumbered, allowing the Spaniards to control the match. Despite the disappointment of missing out on a third straight World Cup final, Mbappe says the team must learn from the defeat, recover, and begin preparing for the next challenge. The FIFA World Cup continues with England facing Argentina in the semi-final later today. That's all the sports we've got at this time. More sports in our luncheon and primetime newscast. Stay with us. The weather forecast is straight ahead.
Years, Answer Coatings Grenada has been part of your story. More than paint, it's pride and care in every drop. As the proud manufacturers of Sissons and Berger paint, we've protected your homes and communities for generations. Answer Coatings Grenada Limited, 40 years strong, 40 years trusted. A legacy in every drop.
We now join forecaster Vondi Cyrus at the forecast desk at the MBIA. Good morning, Vondi.
Good morning to you and to your listeners. Here's the weather for today, Wednesday, 15th of July, 2026. It is a fair morning at the airport. Winds are from the east at 11 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is 1015.7 millibars. That is above normal and rising. The present temperature is 27.3 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity is 82%. Yesterday's highest temperature was 31.2 degrees Celsius. Last night's lowest temperature was 26.6 degrees Celsius. There was a trace of rainfall here at the MBIA over the last 24 hours. Hence, the month's total remains at 105.9 millimeters. Now to look at the public weather forecast valid for today and tonight for the state of Grenada. Conditions are expected to be generally fair and slightly hazy, with brief, isolated showers during partly cloudy spells. Today's maximum temperature can be around 31 degrees Celsius. Wind east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. Tides will be low at 10 a.m. and high at 5 p.m. Sunset today is 6:36, sunrise tomorrow 5:50. Just a recap of the public weather forecast valid for today and tonight for the state of Grenada. Conditions are expected to be generally fair and slightly hazy, with brief, isolated showers during partly cloudy spells. From the Met Office, this is Vondi Cyrus. Have a great day.
Thank you very much, Vondi. You have yourself a great day likewise. Folks, the weather forecast came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick & Thompson Company Limited.
Hey, Lynn.
Hey, neighbor.
Here's the bill I asked you to pay for me. How did you get your electricity bill to be so low? For one, we size our transformers just for what we need. And we unplug transformers, chargers, and other devices when they're not in use.
So while Grenada can't control fuel prices, I can conserve energy and save money.
Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
It's 6 minutes after 7 o'clock. To end the news, a recap of the headlines. In the local news, Grenadian students graduate from Guyana School of Agriculture, and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs hosts a diplomatic retreat. In the region, U.S. blockade on Cuba has Cubans turn to firewood and charcoal to cook. And internationally, Bangladesh floods have more than 1 million people stranded, with 54 deaths reported. In sports, Mbappe reflects on France's World Cup exit. Now, that has been the morning edition of news for today, Wednesday, the 15th day of July. On behalf of the entire news department and everyone who made the newscast possible, I am Gordon Joseph, thanking you for viewing and listening, spending your time with us. And to Graphics and the team from Hot 98 FM, I say thank you for sharing your time with us as always. Stick and stay with us, because we are with you anywhere and everywhere. Have a great day now, everybody. Bye-bye.
We search for brilliance, looking far, asking wide, not realizing it's been right here all along. Makers, storytellers, dreamers shaping color, rhythm, and vision into something only Grenadians can create. But for too long, we've been working in the dark, hidden, overlooked, out of reach. Until now, Goka's Creative Directory brings everyone, creatives, businesses, and the community into one connected space. Find the artist who understands your vision, the jeweler whose craft speaks for itself, the storyteller and musician whose work reflects who we are. Visit us at creativeaffairs.gov.gd. Your next collaboration is only one search away.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union introduces its new digital platform, managing your finances at any time from anywhere.
As a part-time student, balancing work and studies can be a real challenge. But with GCCU's digital app, these worries are no more. My parents can now remotely transfer funds to my account, and I can check my balance at any time, giving me the freedom to achieve my goals.
My days can be long and tedious. With this app, I can ensure my loan is paid on time, transfer funds to someone else's account, and check my balances. I don't have to rush to do business during my lunch hour or after work anymore.
With this app, I can request checks to pay my suppliers, letters for my business transactions. I don't have to leave my farm to go stand in line.
The Grenville Credit Union digital platform. It's convenient and secure banking right at your fingertips. Download the app today from the Play Store or App Store, or call 442-8602-459-4325 or 416-8467 for further information.
Bye, Grenada. See you soon. Spend it when you have it.
You saw my card. You saw my...
Mommy, she come back again. Mommy, she coming again. Rosaline!
go. We'll figure something out. Oh, you see what happened to me? Don't get caught off guard. Get your water tanks at On The Spot Hardware today.
What happens when you add groovy? Power soca and calypso all in one weekend. We get Sammy's Weekend. The most amazing part of the Spice Mass build-up comes to Progress Park, St. Andrew. A trio of competitive shows. Thursday, July 23rd from 8 p.m. The Brian Griffin Groovy semifinals. Friday, July 24th, also at 8 p.m. Dr. Trevor Friday Power Soca semifinals. And on Sunday, July 26th, the Melody Poppytet Calypso semifinals. 5 p.m. sharp. Come out and support the artists as they each give 100% to secure a place in the finals. 3 crowns at stake, 3 nights facing the judges, and 3 nights of thrilling the audience. Sammy's Weekend, July 23rd, 24th, and Sunday the 26th. Progress Park.
Once in my life is a big piece of
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you run it, we'll be right there with you. Wherever you run it, we'll make your dreams come true. Next time, next time, next time, next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Fly the Jones Suit, it's Lavaman, your host, and it's all about GBN Spice of the Carnat Soca Monarch 2026. We're back and in full effect. Thursday, July the 23rd. It's the
All right, folks, it's now 14 minutes gone past the 7 o'clock. At this time, I join the man of the moment, Sergeant Troy Paul, for this morning's traffic report. Sarge, good morning.
Good morning to you and our lovely listeners this morning. It is a beautiful day, and definitely we give thanks and praise for it. But what we're here to do is let persons know what is happening traffic-wise in the trial landscape of Grenada, Carriacou, and St. Martin at this moment. At this moment, we do have light flowing, moderate flowing traffic in most of the areas in the trial landscape of Grenada, especially heading to and from our town and all its adjoining roads at this particular moment in time. So it definitely means that drivers, motorists especially, can do so with a sense of easement as they traverse along our nation's road. But we more so focus on the town side or the St. John side of the island, and we see here that most of our streets we're still experiencing that moderate and light in most areas, that flowing traffic, especially coming out from the Grandlands direction or heading to the Grandlands direction at this moment, where you have the heavier flow heading towards the Grandlands direction, but nothing to be alarmed of as that traffic comes all the way up to Keanu James Boulevard and also in the area of the Reno roundabout, Reno Cinema area. That's the area of the traffic lights. The area of Lotus Lane, that area, we do have light to moderate flowing traffic there as well as we head up that side. Also along the Carnage Public Road, we do have that experiencing that light to moderate flowing traffic there as well. And most of the areas, even traffic coming out from the western side, in the area of Cherry Hill and also Tempe, traffic coming out from the Granny Tang direction, also Vendome and those surrounding areas. In addition to that, Mount Parnassus, Tempe, light to moderate flowing traffic. So it's at this particular time right now in most of the areas, as we've gotten on that update, we do have experiencing light to moderate flow of traffic. In certain areas, it's just a little heavier, but nothing to be alarmed or off. So we must be mindful of that and be grateful that we can drive with a sense of easement this morning. But we must, as I've stated, we must pay attention that these roads and having freeway is not for exceeding a speed limit or driving over in a manner that it is not conducive for a road network. So we just dive right over to the accident state for the past 24 hours, and we had a total of 9 minor accidents reported for the past 24 hours. 9 minor accidents reported for the past 24 hours. Yesterday we had a total of 6. So we had an increase of 3 minor accidents, and they are as follows. The traffic headquarters had 2 minor. The South St. George 3. Grenville had 2 as well as traffic headquarters, and the St. Davis and Union Police Station had 1 respectively. So it gives us a total of 9 minor accidents, and we let persons know every day. We try to remind persons how they should drive along the road, what they should do before leaving home, and the things that they should do while they travel along the road, such as speeding and so on and so forth. But this morning, I just want to touch a little on the trucks this morning. As we see from time to time, especially along the Carnage, that some of the trucks who carrying the cement, cement boat came yesterday, and one of the trucks stuck on the Carnage. And when they conducted an investigation, realized that the truck was overloaded with cement. And I just want to make that appeal to especially the truck driver this morning. Please pay attention to your gross and tear weight of your vehicle or your truck, to be precise. Remember, most of these trucks carry at 7,000 kg maximum, but yet you have 8 slings of cement. It definitely means that 1 sling of cement is 1.5 kg, so it is already over the limit. You're already more than 3 point something slings of cement. You are over the limit, so please pay attention. Remember, that is an offense, and you can and will be charged for having more than the gross weight of that vehicle. So please be mindful of that as well. So again, we want to encourage drivers to please continue to drive safely along the nation's road as we gear up for Spice Mass 2026. Remember, there's a lot as we reach to that. We see a lot happening and reoccurring every year, but nonetheless, we're going to let persons know as it relates to how they should and what the things that they should and should not do while they're on the road for Spice Mass 2026, because we want to have a safe and enjoyable carnival. And as we start the road to Spice Mass, we want this to ponder in the mind of drivers, pedestrians, and persons using the road network. But we just dive back right into what is happening around, and nothing much has changed as it relates to the volume of traffic along the road. But we know that the traffic definitely increases as we get closer to the 8 o'clock hour. And I just want persons to be mindful of what is happening on the Carnage with the work that is going on there. Traffic tends to slow down. I'll be a bit slow on mornings due to the work that is going on there and the road condition at this particular time. So please be patient, and if not, you take alternative routes such as Locust Street, Lotus Lane, and other areas, and avoid passing on the Carnage if you do not have any reason to avoid heading over on that side. So that is all that we have this morning as we try to wrap things up. Anything from you this morning?
Well, I'm happy that, the traffic department is now being proactive with that situation, looking at the tonnage on the trucks and so forth, because ever so often, it's not a matter of bashing, but you know, we look at what's happening. Ever so often you find spillage happening from trucks and so forth, and sometimes they happen around corners and makes it difficult and dangerous for oncoming traffic and so forth. So I think with that sort of proactive stance, maybe we might just see a change in the behavioral patterns of our drivers. And again, I want to caution all road users, not just the drivers, but as pedestrians, you too have a role to play in road safety. That's it from me.
All right, then. And we definitely would have to ask the question that we missed yesterday.
Yeah. If you're texting or doing anything else while you should be maneuvering that vehicle, the big question is, that great question is,
who is driving?
And when you and I meet face to face, we don't ask it that way. We ask who is driving this vehicle, man. Have a good day, Sarge, to you and your entire team as always.
You as well, and your entire team at GBN.
Okay, good. Folks, that has been the traffic report there with Sergeant Troy Paul. We take a quick commercial break. When we come back, a Risers MoneyWise program.
Fly the Jones Suit, it's Lavaman, your host, and it's all about GBN Spice of the Carnat Soca Monarch 2026. We're back and in full effect. Thursday, July the 23rd, it's the quarterfinals. Thursday, July the 30th, it's the semifinals. And August 6th will be the finals. So tell your friend, tell your family, get your crew, get your squad, bring your posse. It's going to be amazing. GBN Spice of the Carnat Soca Monarch 2026. Lavaman, your host, and trust me, you have to be there because we're the most. Be there, see you there. Tell your friend, tell your family, gather your crew, your squad, and your posse. It's all about the only place to be. GBN Spice of the Carnat Soca Monarch. Lavaman, Fly the Joan. I roll in with my no good friends, Swoosh.
Powered by Flow, Huggins, and Answer Coatings, with support from Grenada Film Company, Jambalasi Grenada, and Spice Mass Corporation.
Lost my keys, I lost my phone, and lost my way nowhere. I'm rolling with my no good friends.
In Grenada, sports aren't just a game, they're a way of life. They teach discipline, teamwork, and resilience. They inspire the next generation to push boundaries and chase excellence. That's why the Investment Migration Agency of Grenada is proud to support sports initiatives as part of our commitment to youth and national development. When we invest in sports programs, we invest in the future. We invest in the health and well-being of our youth, and we invest in broadening Grenada's reach, proudly connecting our athletes, our talent, and our nation to a global community. Together, we all go further. The Investment Migration Agency. Unlock the possibilities.
Parents, do you go to bed with the knowledge that your children are comfortably asleep in the next room? Or are they allowed to attend every FET advertised? You are responsible for the safety and well-being of your children, and it is your responsibility to know their whereabouts. Children should not be at adult events. Please guide your children, engage them in age-appropriate activities. Let us be spicy parents for this carnival season and beyond. S. Speak to your children about positive behavior. P. Pay attention to them at all times. I. Inspire good behavior in your children by also displaying good behavior. C. Check with your children. Always know their whereabouts. Why? You are responsible for your children. Maintain control to keep them safe. This is a message from the National Parenting Program, Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs.
Introducing Tropical Catering Services.
The flavor of Grenada for all of life's moments.
From intimate gatherings to grand celebrations, we craft experiences you'll remember. Farm-to-table freshness, bold island flavors,
flawless presentation,
full-service catering for every event.
Weddings, parties, corporate functions, and more.
Based in Grand Mall, St. George's, Grenada,
we bring island vibes to your venue.
Relish the moment. We handle the rest.
Tropical Catering Services.
Catering for all of life's events.
This summer, your plans don't have to wait. Take that dream vacation. Experience Carnival like never before. Invest in your education. Renovate your home. Or finally tackle those big plans you've been putting off. With the Ariza Credit Union Awesome August Loan, you can borrow up to $75,000 for any purpose. Dream bigger, travel farther, learn more, improve your home. Whatever your goal, we're ready to help you get there. Visit any Ariza Credit Union branch. Apply today and turn your plans into reality with fast, convenient financing and the trusted service you have come to expect. Ariza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future. Loans are subject to approval. Terms and conditions apply. See us for complete details.
Welcome to MoneyWise, your guide to wise financial decisions, made possible by Ariza Credit Union. Welcome to MoneyWise, your guide to wise financial decisions, made possible by Ariza Credit Union. Welcome to MoneyWise, your guide to wise financial decisions, made possible by Ariza Credit Union.
Good morning, and welcome. You know, at this time every Wednesday, once the good Lord permits, we share our moments. It's Ariza's MoneyWise program, and with me this morning is my lady making her second appearance. She did it last week for the first time, and she is so much into this program that she's back. She likes it. Miss Reed, good morning.
Good morning, and how are you today?
I am. You start asking me the questions already.
I beat you to it.
Yeah, I am doing good. Yeah. How was your week?
Wonderful.
Right.
Wonderful. I did a lot of church. I go to church.
Okay.
First Love Church. So I did my praise and I did my worship. So yeah.
You did that this morning already?
Of course I did.
Yeah,
of course.
We do the same. I get up and I go in front of YouTube and I do my devotion either with Joshua Selman or Dale Bronner or those guys and get myself covered for the day.
Of course, it's very important.
Yes,
very important.
But this morning we're here to talk Ariza business. What we should do is one Sunday we should get a program and come and talk the word.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, you like that.
Of course.
Yeah. All right. So this morning, like last week, I said that you are actually the head of the cyber unit in Ariza.
Correct. That's e-services. So my department covers all online transactions, which are point-of-sale transactions, as well as ATM transactions, as well as the debit card portfolio, and as well as the fraud department. So it's a full combination.
So you work together with my good colleague, Lock Ivy.
Correct.
Yeah, schoolmates.
Correct. Oh, wow, wonderful.
Yeah, schoolmates.
Okay.
Yeah. So this morning we want to continue from where we started last week, all right? And we want to look at especially debit card safety.
Right.
As we were saying before we came on the set, this is a time when we have a lot of visitors, and unlike Grenadians who are just getting into this online transactions now, the folks who are out in the diaspora, that's why they seldom walk with cash. Everything is card and the credit card and the debit cards. So this morning we want to zero in on the debit card, the safety of the debit card. Now we want to look at some of the best practices, okay, and keeping your debit card and the PIN, the personal identification number, safe from unauthorized use.
Okay, so in regards to the PIN, I think we need to have a mindset of COVID. A lot of the times you use the ATM machine and you have people right up in close proximity. At all times they need to give you some space. If you realize at any point in time that somebody is right up on you, more than likely they're trying to see what PIN you're tapping in. And again, as I mentioned last week, a lot of the time when we think of suspicious activity or fraud, we don't think about our family members. So you come home, you get your new debit card, and you place your PIN and your card on the dressing table. Anybody can access that PIN number, so you have to put it in a safe place. The other thing with the PIN number is it also provides the option of changing the PIN number to something unique to you. We tend to ask members not to use something that you're affair with that somebody else would know, like your date of birth, for example. So I'm born in May. I could say the 5th of May, 81, which is the month and the year. My mum would know that. 81.
Well, as my father would say, you're a little children, man.
Yes, I am. So it should be something that's unique to you, but that not everybody would know, and you need to put it away in a safe space. And whenever you're using, as I said, the ATM machine, which would require you to use the PIN, the same thing if you go to a supermarket, if anybody's too close to you, that's a way where they can capture the PIN number.
Okay. All right. A quick question, though. Having just the PIN, can this, get into fraudulent behavior?
It can, in terms of the ATM machine, because again, it's a twofold combination. So with the ATM machine, you insert the card and you put the PIN number, then you access the funds. Again, in terms of point of sale, you have card present transactions, which means when you go into a store, you actually put the card in the machine, or there are some machines that require you to tap. So when you tap your card, then you enter the PIN number. So this is why it's important to protect the PIN at all times.
But if someone has your PIN but doesn't have your card,
they can't do anything with that.
Okay.
They cannot do anything with that. Now, unlike card present transactions, if you have the card number and the CVV number, you don't need the physical card. So again, the card and the PIN, as I said, twofold. It's important to keep them both secured at all times.
Okay. All right. Now, what are most common types of debit card fraud that we see coming about, and how can members protect themselves from it?
What can I say? When I say there's common, there's not one particular. I can give you a few examples.
Please.
So, for example, as I was saying before, if you have your card and you're in your office, and for one moment you step out the office and you leave your wallet and your personal effects in your office, I can come into your office and take the card information, put the card back, and go shopping on Shein. So at all times you need to keep the card with you. That's one example where the physical card is not required. The other example that we used to have, is not so popular now, is transactions where the card is cloned, but that tends to happen in the diaspora, not really here. So you may go to Walmart, for example, do one transaction, maybe they say the card's not working, they take the card to the back and clone the card, and then you go about your business, and before you know it, you have transactions in Maryland and you're in New York. So these are things, this is why I was saying last week, that you need to be cognizant of how long somebody has your card, where they take the card, and all transactions should be within your presence.
But this is even more scary, because if, for example, in a riser, right, I have a card for a riser, and I'm coming to a riser, then I'm family.
Right.
So why would someone who works with a riser take my card for fraudulent intentions?
What can I say? The green eye monster. We have to be careful of everybody. It's our loved ones, it's strangers, people that we don't know, people in the stores, everyone. If you find that anybody is holding your card, because your card has your personal information for a long period of time, you have the right to ask them to return the card, and also ask them what's their intentions. If you find that their engagement or they're uncomfortable with those questions, then that's when you flag it and immediately put a close on the card.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Now, what are some of the safety precautions that members should use, in using the ATM and point of sale and so forth?
Well, with the ATM specifically, again, be mindful of where you put your debit card PIN number, and also looking at the device. I spoke about it last week, where sometimes there are attachments onto it. So if you look at the machine and it doesn't look too stable, don't use the machine. If you put your card in the machine and it freezes for a period of time, do not continue with the transaction, and immediately check your online transactions to see if any funds have been withdrawn from the account. In terms of, again, point of sale transactions, if it's a card present transaction where you have to go into a store, you need to be mindful of what device they're using, because they can also use the same device to clone your card. If they require you to give them the physical card so they can go away, you need to be mindful of how long they're taking and what they're doing while they have your card in their possession. For online transactions, again, I spoke about it last week, you need to be mindful of the website. Every time we go on a website, we just look at the general interface. When I say interface, what it looks like. So you know what Netflix looks like, you know their logo is black to the background and the letters are in bold red. However, if you look at the address, which is called the URL, you might see netflix.com Narissa. That doesn't exist. But if you're not cognizant of that, you would just put your card information in there and it'll copy your information from there. So again, it's about vigilance. You must be vigilant at all times what you're doing with your card, where you're doing it with your card, and how you're using your card.
Now, having said that, it also shows the importance of, or it necessitates people getting up to the time.
Yes.
All right. You don't necessarily need to be a computer programmer, but you need to know certain things. If you're gonna dance with the technology, you've got to learn to know the songs. Another way that you can look at the address, the HTTP. There's usually that colon behind it.
Correct.
Yeah. So, but that's computer programming. Not everybody would know that, but there are some basic things that you have to always be cognizant of. Correct. That the address.
Correct.
The logo and everything like that. There's always, as close an imitation as it is, there's always a difference.
Correct. That is correct. And as I said, it comes back to the people being mindful and taking their times with a transaction. Again, if you get an email from Amazon, for example, and they are saying that, you need to update your information within 5 minutes, that's highly unlikely. And why is there such a timeline? Usually with a type of scam called phishing, there are timelines to it because they're trying to get you to do a transaction or to update your information or give them the information in the quickest time possible. And that's one way that you can look at that. And again, if you're not comfortable with something, sometimes it looks right, all the indicators are there and everything's good to go, but your feeling tells you, your gut tells you, say your gut instinct tells you that, oh no, this is not correct, don't do it. Don't do it. And we are available at Ariza at any time. As I said, you can call us on 440-1759 and be asked to transfer to the e-services department, as well as our customer service reps are available to help you at any point in time.
Now, if someone notices strange transactions on their account, or the card is stolen or misplaced or anything like that, they're just not comfortable with something that they've seen on their account. What should they do immediately?
Well, again, it's twofold. With these services, there's more than one solution. I am a strong advocate for our AMI platform, which is our online banking platform. It stands for Ariza Mobile Internet Experience. And because that gives you the power to close your card or stop a transaction at any point in time. A lot of times when people think of fraud, they may think of 8 to 4, Monday to Friday, which is the opposite. When the banks and business places are closed, these are when, as you said, these actors are busy. They go up to midnight because sometimes, again, based on the time zone, you might have scammers in China, you might have scammers in South America, you might have Pakistan, India, we've had Italy, we've had Germany. So the time difference is different. So therefore, when we are sleeping, they're up. And so therefore, if you have the online AMI platform, you can stop your card. As I said last week, there is a tab there, or a field that has marked on it freeze or unfreeze. Once you click on that, you can stop the transactions immediately, rather than waiting for Monday morning and all the funds would have been absorbed by then.
Wow. Okay.
So that's if you're looking for an immediate response. If you're not afraid with that, or you don't want to use the AMI platform, you're free to call in. Again, on the same telephone number, 440-1759, and then a member care rep will close your card immediately and replace it. But I mean, as I said, AMI platform is the way to go, and this is not just me being biased because of Ariza, of course, I'd say Ariza. But once you have a financial institution and they have online banking, it's important to do that, because you have bank holidays, especially now with the carnival season approaching, Christmas. These are the times when they tend to be very active, and so it gives you the power in your fingertips.
They employ more people in their cooperation.
Correct. I mean, you will have transactions coming out of your accounts in seconds. So literally every second counts. So if you see something and you go to the supermarket, or you find, okay, you know what, I swiped my card and the transaction didn't go through, but they swiped it twice. At least while you're in the supermarket, you can go onto the app and look and see, okay, right, I bought a pound of saltfish and some green bananas, and it came up to $20. You might see $20.99. 99 cents is the cost of the transaction. So each point of sale transaction costs 99 cents. So you know, okay, that's a legitimate transaction. However, if you see 3 transactions of $20.99, that's an indicator that something has happened with the transaction.
It doesn't necessarily have to be fraud. It could be a malfunction of the operating system as well. But yeah, it's not a usual thing, so that's a red flag.
Correct. And so that's how you can be on top of your financing. Another good practice for members and customers to get into is that look at your account at least once a week. So on a Saturday or a Friday, you're not busy and your mind's at peace, have a look at your account, because most of the times you will see like small transactions of some cents, and then they will build up to larger amounts, because what they try to do is do test transactions to make sure the card number is accurate or legitimate, and also to make sure that there's available funds in your account.
Wow. Okay. All right. As we wrap now, we're coming home, Ariza.
Yes.
What are some of the steps that Ariza is taking to protect its members from all these ills that we just spoke of? Especially with your cards and the use of ATM and online purchasing and so forth with your debit cards. Right. What are some of the protective steps?
So, as I mentioned last week, we have a partnership with Connex. We own the Connex brand, but we also are partners with Visa. So we have an international fraud monitoring system that alerts us 24/7, whether it's a bank holiday, whether it's between 8 to 4 or after working hours. They constantly contact us if there's something illegitimate happening on an account. So that's in terms of from the international perspective. In terms of the internal perspective, we have our own fraud monitoring system and also a department, which is my department, that constantly monitors the account. We also do internal monitoring in terms of spot checks. So if we see some transactions from a particular region, we do customer care calls with our members to make sure that these transactions are legitimate. Sometimes our members are upset with us because if we don't get a hold of you, we do have preventative measures in place. If we don't get a hold of you, we will deactivate your card as a fraud preventative measure.
Yeah, I remember going to Las Vegas the last time, and I had to call Mr. Whiteman from Las Vegas and say, what's going on here?
Yes, because we love you in Grenada, you know. And again, members must stay. Please contact the branch and let us know when you're traveling, and at least give us a contact number so that it prevents any inconvenience.
Right.
You know.
So in the event that you're monitoring and you find something, what are you doing over there?
Exactly.
You could touch base.
Right.
Okay.
So that's what we have in place, and as I said, we have more staff, and there's only so much we can do, and we also expect our members to also take on the initiative as well to monitor their account.
Having said that, something popped up. Right. Is there a limit to the number of transactions you can do a day with your debit card?
Wonderful. So a lot of people are like, oh, my card's not working. It's because you've absorbed all your transactions for the day. So there is a total amount of 10 transactions across the board, be it ATM transactions or point of sale transactions for the day. In the event that you are, you're traveling, you're doing some shopping for business, and you may find that you need to do more than that transaction, we can increase the limit for you. However, there is a cardholder agreement and a limit adjustment agreement that you must come into the branch, sign, and give us a period of time that you'd like the limit to be increased to. We also have a limit on the amount of funds you can withdraw from the ATM machine, which is $2,000 a day, and your point of sale limit is $5,000 per day, and that's EC dollars, not US dollars. Yeah.
Okay. All these are protective measures.
Correct. So if we see a set of transaction that will, or out of the blue, you're seeing like 5,000, it will block it. It wouldn't go through. Okay. Yeah.
Ms. Reed, thank you.
You're most welcome.
You're resourceful, man. You're not only beautiful, you're also resourceful.
Thank you.
A plus in both departments. Okay, so that's it for the program. Is there anything you thought we left out that you'd like to add?
What can I say? I think again, like as we're going into the season, obviously safety first. People may be doing transactions in various places. The best thing that I can advise is, even if you are using your card, always monitor your transactions and do not keep a large amount of funds on your transactional savings account. At Ariza, we have something called a Savings 2, which is a second savings account, which again gives you convenience. If you have the app, you can put your funds there and transfer what you need. So if there is any legitimate or illegitimate transactions on your account, it wouldn't absorb all your funds at one time.
Okay.
Yeah, and download the app. Please download the app. It gives you peace of mind.
Yeah, you can just click in. You wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and say, let me check my account.
It's convenience at your fingertips. Okay. It's convenience at your fingertips.
Ms. Reed, thank you very much for sharing with us. And I can assure you that the information that you've shared with us is very timely, because this is the peak season.
Yes.
As my good friend Mr. Dabrio would say, the bad actors, this is the harvest.
Yes.
For the unsuspecting. So, viewers and listeners, I beg you, I urge you to, pay attention to the precautionary measures that you just heard there, and you have any concerns, call 440-1759. Thank you, Ms. Reed, once again. Folks, that's it for the Money Wise program this morning. Stay with us. We'll be back with more of the conversation momentarily. Don't you go anywhere.
Ariza Credit Union. Today's edition of Money Wise was made possible by Ariza Credit Union.
This summer, your plans don't have to wait. Take that dream vacation. Experience Carnival like never before. Invest in your education. Renovate your home. Or finally tackle those big plans you've been putting off. With the Ariza Credit Union Awesome August Loan, you can borrow up to $75,000 for any purpose. Dream bigger, travel farther, learn more, improve your home. Whatever your goal, we're ready to help you get there. Visit any Ariza Riser Credit Union branch. Apply today and turn your plans into reality with fast, convenient financing and the trusted service you have come to expect. A Riser Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future. Loans are subject to approval. Terms and conditions apply. See us for complete details.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Hello Grenada, this is Blackadan. On the 18th of July, I'm welcoming you to Radisson Hotel Car Park for the second installment of Groovy White.
Groovy White, a celebration of groovy music. Blackadan. Famanapi. Nyla Blackman.
It's your girl Nyla Blackman and I will be performing live at Groovy White.
College boy Jesse. Christo. Alma boy, Angie boy, Happy boy, Inspector, Lava Man, Valinette, Mandela Links, Mr. Killer, Sabrina Francis, and Riggy Atmosphere. Grenadian host, BC, and live from Trinidad, Sunny Bling. General tickets, $100. VIP, only $500. Groovy White, Radisson Car Park, 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. Saturday, July 18th. Sponsors.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Old Mass is back, and it's bigger and funnier than ever. St. George's Lions Club, Spice Mass Corporation and Grenlec present Old Mass 2026 at the Grenada Boys Secondary School on Sunday, July 19th from 3 p.m. Bring the whole family for an afternoon of laughs, local entertainment, exciting prizes, and a special appearance by the Carnival Queen contestants. Tickets are $40 for adults and $15 for children. Available from any Lions or Leo member, Grenadian Optical, and Clear Vision. July 19th at GBSS promises humorous antics and infectious laughter for the whole family. Old Mass, we not giving up. See you then. This advertisement sponsored by Demerara Mutual Life. I'm with Dem.
Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before. New home, fresh start, make moves and play it smart. Expand, invest or renew. ACB's right there with you. With ACB Home Advantage Mortgages, you get up to 100% financing, reduced fees, and a $100,000 unsecured credit card. Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before with ACB.
Terms and conditions apply.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates, and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
Greetings, one and all. Welcome to GBN's Good Morning Grenada. The best way to start your day with your host, Gordon Innocent Joseph.
All right, welcome back, viewers and listeners. It's 5 minutes away from 8 o'clock. I've got 5 minutes in which I can share with you that if there's something that's pressing that you'd like to talk about, this is your opportunity to do that briefly, very briefly, in that little window of time that we have. Folks, I also want to take the opportunity and remind you that the Ministry of let me get that. I think I have this information here. I just think it's pertinent that I share that with you. Training that's coming up tomorrow. Let's see. Don't forget, you can call me at this time and just voice anything of concern that you'd like to raise. You think something is, not as you want it to be. So just give me a call. I want to share this with you, though. It's 4 minutes away from 8 o'clock, at which time we join the BBC for that bulletin of news.
Greetings, one and all. Welcome to GBN's Good Morning Grenada. The best way to start your day.
Right, I've got it here. The pest management training that's coming up at the Rose Hill Community Center. It's tomorrow, Thursday, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. They will be looking at integrated pest management, sustainable land management practices, biological control, ways to improve and increase agricultural production and quality. The facilitators would be Mr. Troy Augustine from the Ministry of Agriculture and also Mr. Davis Javis from the Caribbean Chemicals. Again, like I said, it runs from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Good morning, caller. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Innocent.
Hi, welcome to the program. What's on your mind?
How are you, sir?
I am alive and thankful,
Good, yeah. My little contribution this morning is that we should, all right, in the face of all this technology and development and I think we don't place enough emphasis on honesty and trustworthiness. Because to tell you the honest truth, all right, we developing so much, drones and we talk about breathalyzer for the police and all this and different apparatus then. But what I'm saying is, we don't place a much emphasis on honesty and trustworthiness, because in the face of all this thing, if there is no honesty and trustworthiness, then virtually we are at a loss,
Yeah.
Honestly, so I personally think in the face of all this technology and all this development and advancement, we should place a lot of emphasis on honesty and trustworthiness.
Thank you. Thank you very much, caller. Thank you very much. That's personal. Honesty and trustworthiness. Yeah, that's personal. You have to make that, and you have to make that adjustment. Good morning, caller.
Hello, morning.
Hi,
Innocent morning to your listeners and the viewers.
Morning, welcome.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed with you folks yesterday, especially in the morning time. Yesterday was an anniversary. I didn't hear a mention of that. You know what yesterday was?
No, I'm certain you're going to remind me.
Yeah, the anniversary of MLE.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
And since we're in the hurricane season, at least I think people could have reminded of that. I think that's my only little complaint this morning.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Emily's. I mean, yeah, I think, and I'm a news freak, right? I'm always in the news, but sometimes I tend to look for the news outside. But that's okay. Thanks, my friend. Thanks for keeping me abreast. Yeah, I really did not pick that up. I don't think I heard it being mentioned anywhere also, though. Let's go back. We've got not much time. Good morning.
Good morning, Innocent.
Hey, how you do?
Pretty good, I had an experience yesterday. I had to call the radio and speak about it. I went to St. George's yesterday with my two boys, and it was not my intention to purchase my son's school book yet. But whilst I was in the city, it just dawned on me that why not purchase the child book now so you can get acquainted with for the upcoming school opening and all of that. I went to Standard Bookstore and made a purchase with a debit card in excess of $400. And because I did not have a dollar change, I was made to walk out of that bookstore with all the books in my hand without they giving me a bag.
Wow.
I mean, in excess of $400 and something, And these heartless people would have had me walk out of that store because I didn't have a dollar. I mean, I go several other places, stores. I'm not talking about the supermarkets. We know we have to provide bags at the supermarket. Where they provide bags, $400+ worth of books.
You paid for the books with your debit card.
With a debit card.
And you did not have a dollar change in your pocket to buy a bag.
To buy a bag, I had to walk out the Standard Bookstore with the books underneath my arm. When I went to a supermarket in St. George's, one of the people, they saw me with the books underneath my arm. Say, well, Mr. You shouldn't be walking with your children's school books underneath your arm like that. I said, well, where I go and purchase it, they didn't give me a bag because I didn't have a dollar. Someone went and took a bag and they give it to me.
Wow.
I mean, I would never spend a dollar at that bookstore again. My children are growing, and I will send to Trinidad and get it, but to go back there to buy anything, that will never happen. It's unfortunate, but it's just ridiculous. I can't just continue thinking about that thing where I was refused a bag after spending all that money because I didn't have a dollar.
Oh, wow.
Same is not easy in Grenada.
Yeah.
And these are the same people that talk about Grenada hard.
Yeah.
Anyway, take care, man.
Have a good one. Okay. Folks, that's unfortunate. There are always two sides to a story, but nonetheless, it is what it is. We've got to go. Thank you for being a part of the conversation this morning. And if the good Lord spare our lives, we'll do it again tomorrow. We've got to join the BBC. Love you. Bye-bye.